All right. Hello, everyone, fall cleansers.
Hello. We just wanted to give you an update on how things are going for us and kind of ask how things are going for you. I was sharing with Sheena that I've been using the castor oil pack on my liver and I've never done that before. And it's super interesting because I can feel it's like when I put it on about 20 minutes later, I can start to feel stuff going on like viscerally. And I'm not doing any kind of like cleanse kit at all, but my poops are really stinky. So I can't think that that's anything other than this castor oil pack. Yeah. What do you think's going on, Sheena?
Yeah, I think hands down, it's castor oil pack. The thought that I have is when you put the pack on, it's stimulating your liver and gallbladder. And so the gallbladder houses your bile, and your bile is what like pulls the toxins out and encapsulates them. And then they kind of get housed in the gallbladder until they're ready to get into the large intestine to move through and be eliminated. Right. So I do think that when you start to stimulate that process, right, because you had been saying that, like you have good poops every day, you follow your own protocol regularly, but there's no smell, or like not much smell, if anything. Whereas now it's like we're stimulating this deeper process, and eliminating more toxins, right? Which is so exciting because that is what it's all about, right? We're taking this time, we are doing this practice. And what my favorite part about the castor oil packs is that it takes no time, right? And you can attest to that. It's like if you have 2 extra seconds at night, which we all do, you can put on a castor oil pack and feel that difference.
Go to
right?
bed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's
I was
good.
saying to Jill too, like I'm still wearing mine today. I'm just doing some like office work and just around home, but well, my sister's home, but home nonetheless for now. And even my morning walk. So I'm still is now like, however long that it's been on, I'm still just wearing my pack. And
Wow.
yeah, it's super
Yeah.
easy. I love it. Such a
There's
simple
a
addition, which is the point.
there's a piece of this cleanse that every year just reminds me that my body just is magnificently brilliant. Like it's just the most well-designed machine in the world. And every time when I come to the cleanse, it's just like I feel like I'm taking my car to the mechanic to get a tune-up, right? I'm doing an oil change, or I'm getting the filters cleaned, or I'm just doing the small maintenance things that help the vehicle run the best way it can. And every time I come to the cleanse, it just feels like that for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like this time it just enhances every other part of the year, right? Like we are cyclical beings, right? And that fall piece, like coming out of summer where most of us fall out of rhythm, right? I think that's kind of more the norm than anything. And summer is such a beautiful time and it brings so many gifts. And then coming into the fall and just having that reset and that time where you say, hey, now it's about me again, right? Because I find that in the summer, it's a lot of like, just kind of like flowing with the different energies, and all the fun that's happening. But and with summer vacations and with all of that, it seems like all of us tend to, we sleep differently, we eat differently, we just shift out of routine. And then being able to come back to the fall where we say, hey, enough of that. Now let me reset and get back to what I know will help me feel my best. And that's why I love this time, is this 3 weeks where it's just like, let me reflect on. And one of the biggest things for me right now is the dairy piece, where I've been reflecting on that, where I'm just like, yeah, I have been having way too much dairy and I feel it. And I feel a bit inflamed. And I know that that is the one where it's like, okay, this is my time to take that out and then move through the winter without dairy and know that I'm going to be feeling so much better as I continue.
So my commitment is not to move through the winter without dairy. My commitment is to move through the cleanse without dairy. But I agree. Like, I agree that there's something about it that even cutting it out for these few weeks is going to make a big difference, clean things up. And then when I do reintroduce it, I always find that also coming out of the cleanse, we're more, we're smarter about those reintroductions. I think we're smarter about what we bring in because we recognize this, like the journaling piece, the commitment piece already. It hasn't been so bad so far because I haven't had to cut caffeine out this time. I've been caffeine free for long enough that piece isn't hard. But I always find that the cleanse bucks you up against change. Like, oh, that change is going to feel hard, or this, I don't like this. And noticing those emotions and feelings and resistance in ourselves, it just is good practice for creating change and knowing that change can be good.
Yeah. And possible. I think that's another piece too, where sometimes we get to a place where change does start to feel impossible. And so these are just these moments of like, I can do hard things. I can do this. And what I really loved about the meditation that you had sent a few days ago, anyway, so like the prep meditation, the thing that got me was when you said like, what do you want this next week to look like? And I love that so much because so often things seem impossible when we look like big picture, right? We're like, I'll never eat dairy again. I'll never have coffee again. I'll never, and we do these things to our, like in our vocabulary, in our languaging, where it makes it feel unattainable, where that is what really, I don't know, it resonated deeply with me, where it was like, yeah, what if we just look at this week? What do I need this week?
Because anything feels sustainable in the short term. It's like, well, I can do this today. Yeah.
Well, and that's what I was going to say, right? If even this week feels too big, what if it's like these next 3 days? And if that feels too big, what if it's again, just this week, this hour, right? And if we really just chunk it, we can do anything. We can do anything for a short amount of time.
Yeah. So Sheena and I just want to send all you guys love and tell you to reach out if you need us, and wish you well.
Yes. And we will see you soon. We're going to do a live next week. And so if you can join us same time around 1 o'clock Wednesday afternoon, please do come with your questions, with your, cleanse experiences. And we'll move through an hour together.
Be here for Q&A. Cool. Thanks, Sheena.
Okay. Have a beautiful day, everyone.